Trigger warning. The following content may discuss sensitive topics such as mental health, abuse, violence. Please proceed with caution and take care of yourself. If you feel uncomfortable, it's okay to step away.
Them to do that. So, good morning, Kermie. So the ABCs were, we do have the number to the ABCs, 1, 2, 3s. As a matter of fact, good morning, everybody. Right now, I'm also going to, on my end, I'm going to make a phone call also to somebody that I know that works with the ABCs. And I always say the ABCs because you know how TikTok censors people. Give me 1 second while I get my copy ready, everybody. And Dora, if you want a box, you can get a box. If you would like a box, Dora, request one and I'll get you in. I'm just preparing my copy, everybody. Oh, here comes Dora. Okay, you got it, Mrs. Holmes?
Hey, good morning.
Good morning. Go ahead, Dora.
It's a big old cheers to the coffee beans.
I know. That's why I'm getting my copy ready right now.
Hey, I was working on a second cup. I think I'm going to have a third cup, though.
I know. It's about to get messy.
Very messy. So buckle up and enjoy the ride.
Yeah. Do you want to explain kind of what has transpired this morning, or do you?
Yeah. So just for our understanding, guys, Show Me Chauvin, you guys know the last night shenanigans. So since this has become, I know that a lot of victims are out there. So there's a lot of victims are coming forward, and there are victims who want to remain anonymous. So we are working to get you an anonymous way to report the scam that you have been scammed out of, no matter how much money it is. Mr. Homie's going to go over that and show you guys a website to go to. They're on that website, and they have been spoken to. So on that website, what you will do is go on, and it's ic3.gov. You will go on and fill out a report and attach your receipts of any amount of money that you have been sent, that you have sent over to Chauvin. It doesn't matter. Send it all. Each victim is advised to contact via ic3.gov. The phone number is listed on the screen. You guys can remain anonymous. You have the option to mark yourself as anonymous, but if you would like to speak with someone, you will leave your information listed in the form so that a detective can call you and get the information regarding this scam.
And I got to fix that number. I can't believe I got it wrong. Because I got to fix that number.
Because at this point, guys, we have spoken to local. Local can't do anything because this is a multiple state crime. This is a RICO crime because there are multiple victims in multiple different states. So with that being said, even the Attorney General's office, things like that have advised do the ic3.gov because you guys, I know that there are people out there that is scared. So make sure that when you go online, you can remain anonymous. You can mark yourself anonymous. You can, you don't have to leave your name, but if you would like to leave a name so that they can contact you and get more information, they did advise, please do not delete any receipts that you have. Video footage, do not delete it. It needs to be attached to the ic3.gov.
Yes, and I'm going to be adjusting that phone number. As a matter of fact, let me see if I could screenshot it on my laptop. So the number that we are going to provide, that is to the FBI over in New Orleans. And I'm going to pull this up real quick, everybody. So the number, and I messed it up on my screenshots. it is to the FBI office over in New Orleans. It is 504-816-3000, and I'll pull it up on my laptop. So that is for the FBI office over in New Orleans. And this is where it's going to turn federal. We're talking about Shomi Chauvin, Ashley Chauvin. Here, and I'll put up her picture. Give me 1 second. Okay, so that's who we're talking about right now. Now, when it goes to a federal level, this will now become, because from what I understood, over 70 or about 70 victims have come forward. That right there in itself, and because all the donations that she collected was a complete scam. Good morning, Bev. For the Forever Nursery, Jude's Journey Room, the Catholic Church scam, all that. This now becomes Shomi Chauvin could end up finding herself all over the news. So mark my words, Shomi Chauvin, you might just find yourself on the front of newspapers, on local news stories. Go ahead, Dora.
No, and you've heard from some of the victims. Last night, one lady spoke. I do believe her name is Miss Nancy. She spoke about how she had gotten $11,000 from her, but in total with gifts and all, over $30,000. And I was informed of, I'm not going to mention any names because they have not publicly spoken. I won't do that. But there was people that were charged at a convention for $300 a ticket for this Jude's Journey or Jude's Journey Room that don't know where that money went. There was hundreds of people that attended that, and they don't know where that money is as well. So with that being said, it was informative information that you report the IC3.gov, attach all receipts. They did inform, do not delete any receipts, no video footage deleted. They need it all to back up the claim. So if you are a victim of Shomi Chauvin, you can go online, you can remain anonymous. That's because Mr. Homie and I were talking, and we do know that there are victims out there that do want to remain anonymous, and we're not going to put your name out there. But if you are a victim and you want to remain anonymous, this is the easiest way for you to go online to remain anonymous and attach all of your receipts of any amount of money that has been sent to her.
And this is going to have to be done as a community. That's why it's very important that any victims out there of Shomi Chauvin and you donated money to her, you have donated to Jude's Journey Room, the Forever Nursery, all that type of deal. This is going to have to be done as a community because this is going to hit a federal level. See, when I was saying you messed with the wrong community, Shomi Chauvin, we weren't playing. Good morning, Nancy. Good morning, everybody. Welcome in. We were not messing around. That's why phone calls are being made. So I will be in contact with a certain individual that I know that works. As a matter of fact, I'm going to reach out to several agencies because I know somebody, and I have their business cards. I know some people in different agencies, and I'm going to reach out to them. And that way, we take this as far as we can. And then Shomi Chauvin, I don't know what to tell you.
Because the Victims Advocate Office, they actually can't take this because it is larger amounts of money. And because it would be different if it was like a civil lawsuit where it's $5,000 to $10,000. We're talking hundreds of thousands that have been raised over the past few years. And the amount of money that she has gotten over the years, they can go back and pull every single bit of that. So again, guys, if you are a victim of Ashley Chauvin, please go on to ic3p.gov and attach all screenshots of any money that was sent to a Cash App, to a PayPal. It doesn't matter where that money was sent to. Please attach those screenshots and send it in.
Yes, and then also any videos, or if you could at least direct them to where they could see the videos out there that are, whether it's on TikTok or YouTube or anything like that, or you could attach videos as well. Please do that, because this is going to take a community effort. And when things are open at a federal level, as federal investigations, I believe it takes some time for things to be put in motion. Yeah, Mama Clark, Mississippi Queen has a lot of information. Bougie Panda, there's quite a bit of people that have a lot of information. But if we don't take a step forward as a community, because this is going to be a community effort. Let me put up the website. There.
And when you go onto the website, it's called a complaint form. So once you go on there, they want you to give a description of whom the person is. They also want you to give a description of what was scammed by you, but scammed out of you, and who did it. So make sure when you're filling out the form, you give them, hey, this is so-and-so, this is what occurred, so that they have a full description details. You don't have to leave your name, but if you do want someone to contact you so that they can get further information to be able to proceed forward, then definitely leave your name and information on that form. But that form is private. It goes straight to their office there in Louisiana. So you guys will be able to... And Mr. Homie is also going to put the phone number up to the direct office in Louisiana. If you don't want to file it via form, you can give that number a call.
Yeah, and I'm taking a screenshot of that phone number right now. That way people know it's legit. I'm grabbing that screenshot right now. See, there has to be justice. There has to be justice. And Show Me Chauvin thinks that she's going to get away with it. She thinks that because supposedly she has a family member who's the mayor somewhere. But let me tell you something. It takes a community, and that's why we're asking the community. When you go to the ic3.gov to file the complaint and also provide receipts, you know, we need to get the wheels in motion. Let me show you the number. Let me put it up. Okay, so this is the FBI office over in New Orleans, and I'll expand the number as big as I can. Okay, let me see. Let me see if I can get it a little bit bigger. Okay, so that is the number to the FBI office. If you are a victim of Show Me Chauvin, I also have the website. I'll green screen the website, the ic3.gov, which is the Internet Crimes Division. If you are a victim, you will remain anonymous. Please put in the report. That way, justice gets done, and Show Me Chauvin could find herself in an orange jumpsuit because she thinks she's untouchable. Good morning, KK.
Yeah, she thinks it's a joke because her family members are a part of the board or they are the mayor of the city. Honey, this has nothing to do with the city. The city can't even stop this, okay? Because you are a disgusting individual that have taken so many people for money and lied to them and blatantly lied to these people.
Exactly, and I'll put up the website again. Once it hits a federal level, there is nothing that anybody could do to save her. Not at all. There is nothing that they can do to save her. I don't care who you're related to. I don't care who you know.
That doesn't matter.
No, none of that matters because
Yes, and someone informed me, homie, that she had moved money into an account that she had for her deceased son.
So this is what I will say. Well, she spends her time scamming people out of money, right? Oh, hippie chick, you like her? I'm sorry, but Show Me Chauvin is a complete scammer and a fraud and a con. We wouldn't be talking about her. Yeah, and Anna Marie, because her wife knows exactly what's going on. Her wife might be joining her.
Absolutely, because you think about it. There's no way that you can live in a home with somebody and not know what they're doing.
Exactly. And I know she spends her time scamming people and collecting money and not sending tumblers out and all this other stuff. But Show Me Chauvin, I know you're watching. You know Show Me Chauvin, Ashley Chauvin. You ever heard of a bank levy? Do you know what a bank levy is? Because I could show you what one looks like with the official seal, stamped and sealed, that was sent to another individual. It was sent to the sheriff's office through the courts, and they put a bank levy on this other individual's bank account, and they pulled every single dollar out of there. Every single dollar. And that home that you live in, they'll take it from you. That way the victims could get recompensated. Go ahead, Dora.
Oh no, they can get recompensated just like Mr. Homie said. They can request that compensation. So when you got multiple victims that you've taken money for, and guys, I do highly suggest, if you have not received a cup from her and you have purchased multiple things from her, report that as well. Report anything regarding Show Me Chauvin to the following website that Mr. Homie has up on the screen, because it doesn't matter small or big, money adds up.
Yeah, and that's why it's very, very important. It's very important. Oh, here, I'll fix the lagging. Hold on.
As reporting, Homie and I haven't been scammed from her. So that's why we are asking you guys as a community to come together to help us get all the victims a voice and be able to report the following crime that has been committed to them. They have been lied to. They have been fraud by deception. There's so many things that have been done on Ashley Chauvin's part. So as a community, if you are a person in here watching and knows a victim of hers, have them to reach out to me, a homie, myself. We will guide them to the website to what to report.
Yeah, and I'll put up the website again. That way everybody... so it is ic3.gov. It's the Internet Crime Complaint Center. You've known her for 5 years while she's a complete scammer. The amount of money... Yeah, if it's lagging for somebody, leave the live stream and come back. Oh, it's your Wi-Fi? Okay, all right. So, the thing about this whole thing, it will go to a federal level. And from what I understood last night, there's 70 plus victims, at least 70 that have come forward. If those 70 victims that have been scammed for money by Show Me Chauvin go to ic3.gov and file the report with the receipts attached, where please attach all receipts any videos, because that will immediately spark a federal investigation. And then Show Me Chauvin could find herself all over the news, on newspapers, on the internet news, whatever you want to call it. And she could find herself in a jumpsuit. But we need everybody in the community that has been scammed by her to please come forward and go to that website and file your complaint.
And just so you guys know that if you are scared about coming forward, and I'm sure Homie can agree, you can message myself or Homie. It doesn't matter. We won't state your name, and we will help guide you to the website, give you the directives, anything that you need help with. I'm here to help you. Just know that it takes a community of people to do something like this. And in order to report the crime, we've got to have people that are victims of hers.
You're right. And with all this going on, and you will remain anonymous. You will remain anonymous in this. Give me 1 second, Pity Pause. Let me see. Did those kids get the bikes on Christmas? I don't know, to be honest with you. If anybody could answer that for the one asking about the bikes. If you could answer if the kids got, yes, they did. Okay, yes, they're saying yes, the kids got the bikes. Okay. All right, so that answers that question. But you will remain anonymous. You just go to this website, and then here is the number. If you need a number to call, it is 504-816-3000. That is to the FBI office in New Orleans. And I want Show Me Chauvin to understand that this is not a community to be played with. Don't think that we're a joke of any sort or any kind, because that's not even the case over here.
No, we're here to be the voice of victims.
Exactly. Let me see. Somebody, Pity Pause wanted to. Let's see what Pity Pause.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Oh my, this takes me back about 5-6 years. I want anybody in here to know that if Ashley tries to get you in a small group and talk, since this is brought out, please don't. Please don't, okay? This is what she does when she gets people to expose her. She tries to get you in a small group, trigger warning, and she will talk about a night that she tried to end things to get your sympathy.
Not only that, Pity Pause, last night the way she was talking was kind of reckless. And I'm not even, everybody that was here was listening in. We were listening to her live stream. And she kept going on and mentioning the reason she kept talking the way she was talking last night and mentioning that whole, I'm not even going to say it.
On the box?
We were listening to her live stream, and she was talking about GRAPE. But it was confirmed that nobody in Bougie Panda's community said anything of that sort. It was some troll account. Good morning, Dollar Diva. So she kept on saying that over and over because we were listening to the live stream. The reason she was doing that. Hi, good morning here for the BS. The reason she was doing that is that way the account could get taken down. It was on Reddit. Okay, Monica. So,
I know Ashley for It's been probably 3 years before I got on TikTok. And I questioned her about, me and a group of girls questioned her about, she was doing a quote fundraiser for one
The
of them.
Forever Nursery?
Well, one of them was for to help with her dad's house after her dad passed away. Then when we questioned her about that, she pinpointed us out and destroyed our business. That was the day that my business went downhill. She totally made sure that everybody thought that I was a piece of shit, because everybody on FB that was new or in the Tumblr community bowed down to her, except the ones that challenged her. If you challenged her, she took your business and your personal life and wrecked it. And that's why I say, when it comes to Ashley Chauvin, I will expose you for everything I know, down to you trying to get people's attention and make them feel bad, saying you stood on a box.
Yeah.
When you do that and mess with people's mental health, when you try to get clout or make it where people want to believe you because you had a big following over there, even when she did it to Sabrina, Ashley, you're shit. And I will expose you and tell them everything for the last 7-8 years. I promise. Down to the scam of the church. And they didn't know shit about it.
Yeah, we had that's what was being talked about last night. I have the recording somewhere. I have it somewhere on my laptop. I still haven't looked for it. It is it is crazy, because even scamming a church out of money, scamming.
And I will tell you,
I haven't been able
we're a
to
follower.
watch her. I haven't been able to watch her since she got on TikTok, because she triggers me so bad. And that's her goal, is to get you in a place where she can trigger you so bad just by simple things she says. And I told her, look, pull up. She's got my address. She's got my name. She's got my everything. Pull up. But she never will. She says she will, and she never will. Plus the whole Wendy scam that she did to her, and another big business that she tried to take down and didn't succeed in court. She's a POS. A POS.
I'm gonna bring up Dale. I'm gonna bring up Dale real quick. Dale only has a few minutes before the break is over. Good morning, Dale.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, I'm at work on break. But I back about a year and a half ago. This is just one thing positive. I know there's positives and negatives with everybody, but I was raising money for one of my buddies who they do a golf outing for veterans. And she actually stopped in and dropped big, and all of her people actually dropped really really big for them. So I just wanted to come in and say something positive, because there's positives and negatives. So I can't say that she's always scamming, but I can say I actually just tuned in
Hey,
because I got
Dale,
it on the FYP. But yes,
if I can say one thing, yes, she does do some things that's small that are positive. She doesn't do it. Her community does it. And she does that just so she can get the followers from you to come to her and follow her and get them on her side too. And then she flips. Yep.
okay. Well, I was just saying. I mean, I ran like a 2-hour live, and we did battles for them. And she showed up and she dropped pretty big, and then her people also dropped pretty big too. There's positives and negatives to everything, and obviously there may be like I said, I'm just tuning in. There's probably a lot more negative, but I can say my experiences with her have been nothing but positive. I don't really go into the lives that often. Obviously, I'm not on TikTok a whole bunch, but there was positives. So, but I do appreciate you letting me up. I just wanted to focus a little bit on the positive. Obviously, negative with scammers, we need to be more negative than positive. But I just wanted to put that out there.
Thank you, Dale.
Appreciate you. Thank
You
you.
have a blessed day.
You too. Bye.
And that's what typically, if you watch scammers long enough, you'll know that this is the game they run. You learn the game, you learn the behaviors. Of course, when people are throwing them thousands of dollars a day, they're going to go drop a Galaxy. Absolutely. That would be nothing. And I will tell you, because I do know that if her followers and her people are watching, I promise you that if you are helping her move money and you are moving money into accounts for her, it'll be found. It'll be found.
And I'm not saying that she did not make cups and get them out and that they weren't good quality. Some of them weren't good quality. And she had fast shipping. Yes, some of them she did. Of course, she had to do that in order to get some good reviews. But if you look, there's one company that spent a lot of money, and I'm not going to put them out there because I don't think they can be. I don't know if the legally they can say anything right now, but I don't think she got her cup yet, and it's been over 4 years.
Yep, and we highly suggest you report that as well. Homie, will you flash that website again and recap that? There's some new people coming in.
Yes. Let me grab it. So if you go to ic3.gov, if you're a victim, you donated money, you purchased tumblers, you never received the tumblers, and you've been scammed out by Show Me Chauvin, Ashley Chauvin, file a report with ic3.gov. And tell me nobody's bullying you over here. So if you don't like it, you could just please exit. Nobody's bullying you. So you could please exit the live stream and go support Show Me Chauvin if that's what you want. There are a lot of victims.
Yeah, and I want to say it again. If she does get you in the small group and start crying and pulls the mental health, I don't, blah, blah,
Don't
blah.
feed into that bullshit. And the thing that I can suggest to you guys, that if you know her personally, please do not get on a call with her regarding this, because she is going to pounce at my kid, my this, my that, my family. It's going to be a ploy. Don't do it. Stay away from it. If I were you, I would back away now. Because you do not want to be caught up in the middle of this. Just like everybody, when the whole slot ordeal came out, people stepped away from it. They want no part of it.
Thank you,
And
Dollar
if you
Diva.
continue to be in her live streams and support it, you're just as guilty as she is.
And if you do happen to get in a small room with her, if you need to talk to somebody, we can find numbers of mental health for you to talk to or reach out to somebody. Don't keep it bottled up, please, because I know how bad she can trigger people. I know what she does, and then she will leave you in a state of mind where you are down on your knees crying bad. And then she will just leave. I've been there. Please don't let her do that to you.
No, and if you need mental health crisis counselors, there is a website called findhelp.org that have free assistance programs for people, those that are struggling with mental health during this. Please step away. We're telling you now because we know, we've been here, we've seen it. We have seen the front end aspect of it. Step away from the BS. Step away from it. Do not get in a call with her. Do not associate. Do not privately text. Any of that stuff during a time like this where you have many victims, over 70 victims right now, and until and how many more. that are coming forward and want their story heard. We are the voice for those victims. We're trying to provide you a way to be able to remain anonymous and report the activity of the scam that's been done to you. So the ic3.gov website, you can remain anonymous. They did advise that keep all videos and receipts. Keep them and upload them, because there is an option to upload them on the website. You can upload them. You can choose to leave your name. You can choose not to leave your name.
And if
Yeah.
you are a small business and you're scared, if you are a small business and you know you've seen what she's done to us, reach out.
And here's the thing. She'll go after you. She'll go after your business. She'll go after your family. Let's call it for what it is. I'm going to call it for what it is. I'm not going to sugarcoat nothing. If she feels betrayed in any which way, she will go after you, your business if you have one. She'll go after family members if she can. That's the type of individual that Show Me Chauvin is. Doing bogus lawsuits, frivolous lawsuits, for the going after people that speak out and call her out on her nonsense. And she will try to file frivolous lawsuits and bogus lawsuits. I said it loud and clear last night while she was listening. I don't care. Go ahead, Dora.
No, Mr. Homie, you're right. And that's what I said to her. I love me a good narcissist, because what you're not going to do is try to silence us. Because I promise you, we don't deal with that bullshit. We don't pipe down for nobody. I don't care. You could threaten with your attorneys, bring them up in a box. Maybe your attorneys could help us find receipts.
Not only that, is one of her biggest scams, and I beg you to listen and take this to heart. One of her biggest scams is talking to you on the back end like she's falling in love with you. I've seen it over and over and over with small creators, with huge creators. She will act like she is your best friend. So you help pay for tickets, so you help do this, that. Please, if you really think that this woman cares about you, it ain't no different than a stray dog walking past you that's not even hungry.
Well, me and Mrs. Homie discovered last night that she wants to give us some kisses.
Well, if she says
She's our new friend.
If she says
our
that
new
she
friend.
hasn't cheated on her wife, she's a lie. She is a damn lie.
Yeah, you can screenshot. Here, I'll go ahead and pull that IC3 website. You can screenshot. I mean, this is a public platform. Take a screenshot. It is ic3.gov, and then I'll pull up the phone number for the FBI office in New Orleans. That way, people can see that as well. If you want to take a screenshot of that.
Yes, it is a local phone number for that area.
Yes, it is. And I messed up when I was doing my green screen pictures. So, yes, don't hesitate. I mean, if you are a victim, come forward. Just come forward. You can remain anonymous. When you go to the ic3.gov website, you will remain anonymous.
Yep.
And let me say this, and Mr. Homie, you can vouch for this. I've known you pretty much since a little after you started your TikTok.
Yes.
I've been on your platform. Dora, I've followed you forever as well. And everybody in this chat, when I tell you, if you're scared that she's going to take your ass down like she did me, that's why I don't have a business no more. I will never give up. I still got my business name. I've changed it a little bit. But if you need to come to Mr. Homie, Mrs. Homie, or Dora in private and say, hey, I'm scared. This is what's going on. I need this to stay private. They will keep it private. Trust me, they will keep it private.
And what we don't want to do when people see the way Show Me Chauvin intimidates people and instills fear into people and scares people, stuff like that, people are scared to come forward.
Yeah, it took me almost 4 years.
Yeah.
But I'm not scared anymore. She's already ruined my business. What else can she do? She can't touch my personal life or anything. So don't be scared, you guys. Please
Don't
don't.
be scared, and I promise you, we're here to back you. We're here to support you. We're here to tell you it's okay. There's nothing that this woman can do that's going to harm any of you. What is she going to do? That's the thing. She can make threats all day long. She can make reports all day long. She can send them. Send all the cease and desist you want to send.
Yep.
That don't mean shit when you're a scammer. That don't mean nothing.
No, I wasn't.
Her
on that.
credibility is like walking into a bathroom and flushing a toilet. That's it. She ain't got nothing to stand on. She don't have legal aspects to stand on. She has no legal leg to stand on. The woman has taken advantage of people for too long. And it's time a community of people comes together to show people what her scams is about and what she has done to people. It's real life. Everything that she has done to people is real life stuff that they have experienced with this woman.
Yep. And if you say, I haven't bought nothing from her, I've not given her any money, I've just been her friend, guess what? I was that friend. I didn't buy shit from her. I just supported her. And that was on FB long time ago. And she said, one thing I'll do is take you down with another person that she was doing raffles and getting along with. Guess what? She turned on that person after 3 weeks too.
What is she going to do? Come on a live stream and bash you? What is she going to do? Send you a cease and desist? Okay, send 4 of them. It still ain't going to stop me from the fact of raising awareness on somebody that's actively taking people's money and scamming them out of everything they have. There's people that are so vulnerable that people don't know the difference. And that's why you have awareness creators to tell you, do not give your money to these people on the internet. They're taking your money and they're living their lavish lifestyle to keep them from working for it. But you're the one that's sending money who's worked hard for their money to give to somebody like Show Me Chauvin. So if you are a victim, please, please, please come forward, report it to ic3.gov, attach your receipts, and follow that with an investigation. That is what's been told, because local authorities cannot dip their hands in this yet, because it is a large amount of money. They can only take reports of certain lawsuits, like civil lawsuits, for certain amounts. But this is at a federal level because of how much money is involved.
And it becomes interstate, because not all of the people that got scammed all live in the same state as Ashley Chauvin. There's people from all over the United States, right? And probably from different places and different countries. So this becomes an interstate thing. That's where it hits the federal level.
Do you guys know how much money she scammed out for the down payment on her dad's house?
I have no clue, Pity Paws.
I'll just say it's more than 20,000.
Just on that scam?
Yeah.
And someone told me last night that she did a convention and raised over 40,000.
150,000. It was a lot. It was a lot. When she came to TikTok, I came to TikTok first because I had to find a place to get away from her. I had blocked her on FB. I seen she came on here, and I scrolled into her live somehow, and I jumped out, and I heard my name, and I blocked her. And I continue to watch and look. If she's made an account, I block it.
Hey, Mississippi Queen. Mississippi Queen, if you would like a box, you can request a box. Welcome in. Mississippi Queen has so much information. Bougie Panda has a lot. The house was only around 160. Oh.
Yes, Mississippi Queen, we were informed this morning, speaking with the county attorney's office, they advise that any victim, so if you guys want to put this out there, any victim of Show Me Chauvin is to report at ic3.gov and attach receipts. They did inform us to tell everybody, do not delete any video footage or any receipts. Please, we encourage you to send them in. And if you want to remain anonymous, you can, but you can also attach your name and phone number so that a detective can contact you for further information so that they can get the full detail of the story, what occurred for their investigational purposes.
And if I seen the people's names that are saying right around the 2017, 2019 time, if I knew their FB name, I probably would recognize them. Because that's about the time it was. And when they're saying the amounts, they ain't lying. They ain't lying.
No.
I sat back and dropped my jaw and couldn't believe all, and that was just one of the incidents. And if anybody in here knows the whole shenanigans between the two big companies, to two individual people that have companies, one starts with an M and the other, I'm not gonna, you know that shenanigans was disgusting as all hell, and it was a money grab for her, a big time.
Yeah, and
Yes.
it's kind of crazy how there's still people out there. She knows how to manipulate people. She is a master manipulator, and there's people that believe everything that she says. Last night, while we were listening in, the walls were crumbling in on her. We were listening while things were going on. Her walls are starting to crumble. I'll be surprised if she even got a couple hours of sleep. I'll be surprised.
She probably went to FB with her little group and pulled the whole mental health. I wanna.
And that, you know what? Over here in this community, that's not going to work.
Yeah.
No, because you can't cry victims in situations you create for yourself.
I'm like, Joyce, you're not. If you're in the comments, you're not blocked.
And if anybody in here, please don't look. There is 633 people in here.
Hola, Shira. Yeah. That poor me pitter patter story, and all this. It's not going to work over here. Not at all, because I tell you what, we spot a scammer miles away.
And y'all know
There's a support group on Facebook for all the victims. Oh my goodness. You see how big this is?
it is. There's thousands of people, trust me, thousands of people. And when I say she will use every single tactic, she will. When she sits there and cries and talks about the box, just, you don't even, if you're outside, don't even watch. Don't
Hi,
even.
Mississippi Queen.
Hey, good morning, y'all.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Come on in.
As you may know, I'm silenced at the moment.
Yes.
So I can't speak on it. I know people have lots of questions. At some point, those questions will get answered, but it won't be until after I'm done with what I have going on in court with her. One thing, though, and I wanted to know if it was all right. I guess there's no way to ask beforehand, but now that victims are coming forward that were in her private group, she has harassed me for months and months, which, and then also threatened my life, which prompted me to go file for a protective order. That's the open litigation that's happening now. But at the time that I was making videos and talking about her and all that, nobody wanted to come forward. They were all very scared of her. That's very different now. There's so many people coming out, which is amazing. I love it. But if anybody has any private conversations with her where she specifically asked you to go report my videos, go report my page, report my lives, if you could get that information to me, that would be fantastic. I have, mounds and mounds of evidence that has already gone to my attorney. But that would be even better if I could have anything like that. So if anybody in here has that information and you're listening, if you could get that to me, I would appreciate it.
And we have to do this as a community. This has to be a community effort. That in order to take Show Me Chauvin down, it has to be done as a community. Don't be scared. Go to the ic3.gov website. Put in those reports. Provide your receipts. And if you could help Mississippi Queen in any which way, for anybody that had private conversations with Show Me Chauvin, Ashley Chauvin, please help Mississippi Queen out.
Yes, please DM her if you have any receipts regarding her. Ashley has sent you to do anything to Mississippi Queen. Please reach out to her privately and send those to her for this case, because there is a lot of people, like she said, is coming out together now. So if everybody bands together and the victims, we promise you, your voice will be heard. Your voice will be heard.
And please do not be afraid of Ashley.
I can very specifically speak to not being afraid of her. There's just nothing to be afraid of. I've been doing this for, 10 months now? I released a video series about her in May of last year. So I've been dealing with it ever since then. And I can speak very specifically to the fact that there's just nothing to be afraid of when it comes to Ashley. There's just not. She comes across that way. I mean, I could see that, but the problem with her and me is that I grew up with somebody that was like Ashley, so I pinned her immediately. I knew exactly what I was dealing with, so I'm just not afraid of her. And like I said, I can speak very specifically to the fact that if you are afraid of her, you just shouldn't be. Really, honestly, there's nothing to be afraid of.
No, she's a class X narcissist.
Yes, that's all it is. Now, I would say I was afraid of her a little bit at first because she got my entire page taken, but and I got it back. So that was kind of eye-opening to see in quotations, the power that she kind of has. So I could see that part, but I think there's so many people now that, if she tries anything like that or tries to mess with somebody's business, there's an army behind whoever she messes with at this point.
Yeah, and I think there's a lot of people that are scared. A lot of people that are afraid of what Ashley Chauvin might do. And she is known for trying to scare people and intimidate people and talking about curb checking people, stuff like that. No, I'm sorry. You're not going to curb check anybody.
No, the only thing she's going to check and the only thing that she's going to do is wear shackles. That's it.
We hope. Hey, I'm going to drop out of the box now in case. Hey, I actually want to say good morning, Nancy. I see Nancy's in here. I'm going to drop out. I just wanted to ask if anybody has stuff like that. And then also just to tell you, from my experience, there's nothing to be afraid of with her. So, but I'm going to drop out. Thanks for having me for a few minutes, Mexican homie.
You're welcome, Mississippi Queen.
All right. See you later.
Bye-bye. And if you have anything and you were having private conversations with Show Me Chauvin, that'll help Mississippi Queen out, please reach out to Mississippi Queen, because you know what?
Yeah.
This is what happens when people speak out and bring awareness to her scamming and her scamming ways. She'll go after people. And I said it loud and clear last night. There is no fear. On our end, I am not scared of her. And I made it loud and clear. She was listening in last night. I made it loud and clear. I am not afraid. Because what is there to be afraid of? What are you going to do? Like Dora says, send us cease and desist letters? I could care less. You can send me 100 of them. Go ahead, Dora.
Yeah, that's the funny thing. You know, what is she going to do? Threaten you? Come online and say you're a piece of shit? Was she going to send her people over here to tell you a mouthful? Girl, what? Nobody over here is afraid, I can assure you, and we will help you not be afraid. So don't be afraid of Show Me Chauvin. She's nothing but an individual that's full of shit. Simple
Yeah.
as that.
And that's why she was trying to take the live stream down last night. She kept talking the way she was talking last night because she knew we were listening in to try to take down the live stream.
And you know why she was going in circles last night? Because she don't like the people who stand up to her. She wants to be able to manipulate and critique and make people feel like they can't speak. She won't stand up to the ones that will tell her off. She wants the people, she wants the weakest links. That's her goal. Her goal is the weakest people. Why do you think she goes after people that she knows is weak? Because she holds these private conversations with these people, making threats to them and making threats of them to be able to speak out against her.
Exactly.
Don't be afraid of her. Don't be afraid of her.
She's trying to silence all the victims. And we're not going to stand for that. We are
She
not
wants to
going to
pin
stand for
people
that.
against each other. Why do you think she tries to pin people against each other so that, say, you know, so that so-and-so and Sally Sue won't talk because then their stories won't match? And the stories will start adding up of the crap that she's told either one of them.
Somebody said, wait for the cease and desist text today. That's not going to work.
That ain't going to work. Good luck.
Sending a text or a message with cease and desist. Do you think I care about that cease and desist? You can send text messages. You can send smoke signals. You can send whatever you want. Bring in truth and facts. I'm not going to be silenced. I'm not scared. You know what? Get your Temu attorney. Get your Sheen attorney. Get your TikTok shop attorney. I could care less.
You know what
You're
me
not
and
gonna
Mr.
silence me.
Homie you know what me and Mr. Homie will do with that C&D? We will use it as toilet paper. I'll do the shit on the live for you. I don't care. Ain't nobody over here scared, honey. Go ahead and hire your $1.99 an hour attorney. Have them to come up in a box with us and let's compare notes.
That was a good one, Dora. It's, you know, I find it funny how people running around and talk about cease and desist that, cease and desist. Look, Show Me Chauvin was watching last night. Show Me Chauvin was watching last night. And I showed her what a dismissed lawsuit looks like. I put it up on the screen. I pulled it up. I even downloaded all of the documents again last night. I showed her what a dismissed lawsuit, when somebody came for us for defamation of character, slander, all this crazy nonsense. I made sure that she's seen when they came after us, it was 4 individuals that were named on that lawsuit, and they went all the way to California to do it because TikTok headquarters is in California. They went all the way to California to pull this frivolous lawsuit out, and they spent all of that money on a bogus attorney, because then we went ahead and exposed the attorney while we were at it. We found out that the attorney was a scammer too, scamming their clients out of money. So we exposed the attorney while we were at it. We exposed the individual that brought the lawsuit forward. It was hilarious. I was all like, you know what? We're going to expose your attorney. We're going to continue to expose you. That's what happens. Get your Temu attorney. Bring him. Just tell your attorney to come get in a box. Mrs. Homie even said that last night. Come bring your attorney. Let's have a conversation with and I know all the legal terms. Just because I'm Mexicano, I'm a Mexican, doesn't mean I don't know the legal mumbo jumbo.
Right. We can use those big words, can't we, homie?
We can. I know big words too.
We know the frivolousy of the law, okay? We know how to spot out a bullshitter.
We know when shit comes out of a person's mouth.
Mississippi Queen said, in the short time I've known her, I dealt with 3 of her attorneys.
She could have her attorneys call, and I will still answer that phone like, hello, show me shit show. I'm here for it.
I'll go have a coffee with her attorneys, so-called, I'm doing quotations in the air that you can't see. I'll go sit down and I'll have coffee with them.
Facts. We'll have lunch. We'll have a whole conversation. Like, the thing about it is with Show Me Chauvin, the people that she likes to instill fear in, what you have to look at Show Me Chauvin is if she runs off at the mouth like she did her ass, she would shit herself to death. Period. She's full of shit.
And Mrs. Homie said that she'll pay for the lunch with her attorneys.
Right, Mrs. Homie.
Yeah, Mrs. Homie's all like, I'll pay for the lunch too while we're at it, and they could talk all the legal jargon and mumbo jumbo that they want. I'm still not going to be afraid.
What is it, Mr. Homie? We'll go in there with show me the Carfax. Show me the facts.
Well, look, like I said, I know big words too. Like expeditiously. That's a big word for me. And unbeknownst. That's another big word for me. I know a lot of big words too. I know the legal mumbo jumbo. So try me. Bring it. I'm not scared. Not at all. We're going to expose you all the way. So I hope she likes shiny bracelets. Interrogatories is a new word you learned. I never heard of that word, Mississippi Queen. Now I'm going to look into it. Look, the thing about it is she thinks she's going to scare us. And Dora went in her box last night and gave her the business. And so did Mrs. Homie. And she thought it was a joke.
Yeah, I'm kind of upset that she didn't want to be mine and Mrs. Homie's friend.
She paid for the Mean Girls.
Not the Mean Girls, Mrs. Homie.
Who has been personally victimized by Regina George?
Regina George?
Yeah, that's the Mean Girls. The movie Mean Girls. It's Regina George. She was the Mean Girl.
I'm like, huh?
Girl, listen. The thing about Show Me Chauvin is when she's backed in a corner, she will always try to flip the narrative on you, and that shit don't work with me. It don't work with Homie. It don't work with Mrs. Homie. You ain't gonna flip the narrative and spin it to however you want to fit your situation at the time. We don't play that bullshit.
And that's the thing is the amount of money she has scammed over the years, and we're talking years and years. Mm-hmm. It is crazy how she thinks she is untouchable.
Yep, and when you ask her where the money is, the instant diarrhea that comes out of her mouth is, that's none of your business. That's none of your business. Well, it's going to be people's business when you have to present it in front of courts.
Exactly. And
girl, listen, it's going to be everybody's business.
I hope she likes this song. I played it for her last night. I hope she likes that. I hope she likes it.
Can you just cue up Why You Always Lying?
Oh Oh yeah, we played that song for her last night too, because everything that she says is a complete lie. Everything.
You know that I know he's lying, right?
Let's not
This
miss
one?
this, homie.
I'm like this
The
one.
new Margiela?
Yeah.
That's what's up. That's what's up. That's your BMW? That's nice.
She's gonna be very upset today.
Wait, okay.
She's about to be very upset.
I just want to know one thing. You ready?
Why the fuck you lying?
Why you always lying? Oh my God. Stop fucking lying. Always lying to me. You lying so much. You making it hard for me.
Oh my goodness.
Homie, I think when she goes live next, all we need to do is put her face on the screen and start playing the song I'll Be Watching You.
Or I could play which one is it? Because she thinks that everybody's always out to get her.
Yeah, it's the I'll Be Watching You every breath you take.
Oh yeah. And it is crazy. I just I don't get it. I don't get it how she feels so untouchable. And I'm all like, she's gonna find out the hard way. Let me say that she's gonna find out the hard way that nobody is messing with her. Let me bring Susie up. Good morning.
Good morning. I see a couple of big names in here right now.
Go ahead, Susie.
Okay. I see a couple of big names in here right now that I know are sitting on a treasure trove of information that they have been her victims and have been her victims for years. And getting sued by her is a scary prospect, I know, because I have been sued by her. So to those people, I know the cost of getting sued is a scary thing. Cost me a lot of money. I can't speak for anybody else in this community, but there is a Facebook group of her victims that we support morally, not financially, nothing like that. But we support each other, exchanging information, stuff like that. I can't speak for anybody else in this community, but we're all creators. I personally, if you will speak up, I personally will make cups and sell them to help you pay for an attorney if you need it. And when I make cups, I sell them, I actually send them. And I know other people in our community would do the same. So don't be afraid to come forward. If you're afraid she's going to sue you, you will have support. And on that, her cash cow is now gone. She can't afford to sue more people. Right?
You're right, Mrs. Susie. And that would be, you're willing to do a wonderful thing by making cups or tumblers and selling them to help somebody pay for their legal fees. That is amazing.
When she sued me, I had that kind of support. Financially, I had that kind of support. The community supported me in that way, and it was very, very expensive. Now, when I went to court, nobody wanted to talk because they were scared to death of her. And the people who were sitting on that information was scared if their people talked that she would turn around and make them a target again. So I am only passing on help that I got when I was sued financially and help that I never got when I was sued in a court of law. All y'all have to do is reach out to me, reach out to Bougie. MK is kind of muzzled right now, for the lack of a better word. That was probably a bad word, but she can't speak right now. There is help. Just send me your receipts. Everything I get, I send right over to the FBI on that IC3 website. Every bit of it. That's all I wanted to say. I wanted to encourage the people who are not on late at night that they can help too and not to be afraid.
Thank you, Susie Q.
You're
And
welcome.
go ahead. Go ahead, Susie Q.
You're welcome. Y'all have a good day.
You have a blessed day. Oh my goodness. And there's people in the comments that are willing to help out. Somebody said they'll make quilts. Some people will make decals.
I promise you, you have support here. We're not going to back down. We're here to support you and let you know that everything's going to be okay. Do not be afraid to speak out. Do not be afraid of her threatening you, to sue you, to do all these things to you. Please reach out and we'll guide you in the best direction that we can. Like I said, Mr. Homie had it up on the screen earlier. Go to ic3.gov. Submit your receipts. Submit them.
And I'll pull it back up. That way people could see. Yes, if you go to ic3.gov, file your complaint, and provide receipts. Attach receipts of any money that you got scammed out of. And the more people that come forward with receipts and everything else, it's a federal thing at this point. It is not a state thing. It is going to be a federal. And Show Me Chauvin already knows that the walls are about to come crumbling down. So mark my words. Your day is coming, Show Me Chauvin. Don't go hiding in a corner somewhere. Don't do it. Stand on business. Stand on business and be prepared for, I hope you like shiny bracelets. And when you see yourself on the news while you're locked up, you'll remember last night's live stream. You'll remember today's live stream. You'll remember when we bring another one. You'll see yourself on the news. Yeah, there's no hiding in your cabana. There is no hiding in a basement. There is no hiding anywhere. And when they come to take that house, when they come to take your house from you, so they'll seize your assets so the victims could get some form of compensation. Then what are you going to do, Show Me Chauvin? Because then you won't have a home. Whatever you own will get seized. If you have bank accounts, they'll put bank levies on all that. You'll lose everything that you have. That's a promise. That is a promise. And yeah, and because your wife knows exactly what you're doing, your wife might just join you in an orange jumpsuit getting locked up. So both of you will end up wearing some shiny bracelets. But that's what happens when you scam a lot of people out of money. So don't be surprised when they come boot down your door. Don't be surprised. Because you did it to yourself. You brought this upon yourself. So you can't blame anybody else but yourself and your scamming ways. Because your wife knows exactly what you're doing and exactly what you did. And sat there and allows it to continue to happen. And if you think we're going away, you are very, very mistaken. And when you go to jail, you'll be given a number associated with your name. and based on the amount of dollars you scammed out of people, they'll give you a DOC number. They'll give you a Department of Corrections number. That'll be like your new Social Security number. So then you'll have a DOC number attached as well. That'll be like your new Social Security number. So welcome to the F around and you're going to find out stage. Because you're about to be in the find out stage. Yes, give me 1 second, Pity Pause. Oh, okay. Let me bring you up right away. Hello.
I just want to say, after all these years, thank you. Thank you for, I know Mississippi Queen has stood up, but this is the first time that I feel like I can breathe and not be scared of her. I feel like I have a community behind me that will help if she does come after me again. The first time since she's been on TikTok, I feel like I can breathe. And for you guys that are standing up and coming forth, and Mr. Homie for exposing her, I just want to say thank you. Thank you from my heart. Like, this is like, I can't even express the way that I feel, except that I can breathe. I don't have to be scared about going around TikTok. I don't have to be scared to go live because she's going to send her minions in, or that she's going to have them take my page down. Thank you. Thank you for standing up for the ones that have been so scared to have our own voice. I can't say how much I appreciate you guys for the work that you do. Us that have been victims of her, it doesn't matter. Most of us have been so damn scared to say anything because we've already lost a lot because of her damn mouth and her minions. And for you guys that are doing the back work and that are going to do this endlessly, and Mr. Homie, I know that you are not going to give up. Thank you. Because the first time in almost 4 years, I can breathe.
You're welcome, Pity Pause. And just know you have a strong community standing with you. Don't be scared. And this is why it's important to bring awareness, because we don't want people to be scared. Don't be scared of Show Me Chauvin. Don't be scared to speak up. You could go to the IC3.gov website and remain anonymous. Provide your receipts. But do not be afraid. Welcome in, Bougie Panda. Do not be afraid. Good morning, Bougie Panda. Bougie Panda has done an amazing job, and I said it last night, bringing awareness about Show Me Chauvin. Mississippi Queen. There's so many people that have brought amazing awareness to what Show Me Chauvin is doing. But don't be afraid, because that's what Show Me Chauvin wants people to do, to be in fear every single day. That way they don't speak out and speak up. That's what she wants to do to people. I'm not afraid. Dora's not afraid. Mrs. Homie's not afraid. I'm going to be waiting for that cease and desist letter or that text, whatever it is that she's going to try to send.
Me too. I'll even give her my email to send it to.
I'll give her my email.
Yep. Just hit me up, girl. I got you.
And eventually there's going to be a whole lot more people that will finally speak out. And hopefully that happens soon. That's why I put up let me see. Let me put this back up. If you are a victim, and I'll say it over and over again, if you are a victim, go to IC3.gov. Provide your receipts. provide any video, provide anything. That way, the federal investigation takes place. But it needs to be done as a community. All the victims, please go to this website and you remain anonymous. With enough people that come forward, that is what sparks a federal investigation. So that's what we're asking all the victims to do. I heard they said about 70 plus last night. Yes, you're right. Chasing Creations. Yes, it is going to take time for the FBI to organize everything. 70 plus Bougie Panda. Okay. It will take some time for the FBI to organize everything, to put everything together before they go and they pick her up. Bougie Panda could get a box if Bougie Panda wants a box. So come forward. You remain anonymous. You remain anonymous through the IC3.gov website. And then the investigation will take place. Receipts never lie. And she could be wearing an orange jumpsuit as soon as possible. Because at the end of the day, this individual right here needs to be in an orange jumpsuit. Scamming people over and over and over is not going to be tolerated. Not at all. And she could miss us with the poor me stories, pitter-patter stories. It's not going to work in this community. I'm not going to stand idle while this is going on. Mrs. Homie's not going to stand idle. Nobody's going to stand idle while all this continues to happen.
Nope, we standing loud and proud.
You're right, Dora. And I know that Bougie Panda probably has so many receipts, and also Mississippi Queen and Susie Q, everybody that's been bringing awareness. Reach out to them. If you're scared, it's everywhere on TikTok, yes. If you're scared, reach out to Bougie Panda. You could, I don't know if you could reach out to Mississippi Queen. Mississippi Queen has asked that if you were having private conversations with Show Me Chauvin or Ashley Chauvin about Mississippi Queen, please reach out to Mississippi Queen and please help her out. If there's people in here that are ready to step forward and discuss what those private conversations were with Ashley Chauvin about reporting Mississippi Queen's account, saying things about Mississippi Queen, please help her out. Because, you know, there's a lot going on that aspect as well. But we will try to be the voice for the victims as much as we can. And we will try to help out in every which way we can. Because no matter what, as a community, you could get a lot done. And that's the goal. To do this as a community and shut her down. Just shut down all her scams in general. And we're not going to tolerate it. So, Dora, are you there?
I am here.
Okay. I was all like, where did she go? Any words that you want to put out there for the community?
Yes. So, guys, just like to kind of just recap what Mr. Homie said, please reach out. Don't be afraid. We're here for you. Go to the ic3.gov website and please attach your screenshots and report this matter, as we're not telling you this to be malicious. We're telling you this because you are a victim. You are a victim of a known scammer that has been scamming for a long time. And in order to put a stop to the scam, we got to come together as a community. You don't have to out yourself on a live stream. What you can do is DM us. We'll guide you. We'll guide you the best direction we know how, and what we've been informed. And we're here with you. Know that we're standing with you. Don't be afraid of her bullshit. Don't be afraid of any of that. Simply reach out. We're here for you, like I said. And if you need help attaching screenshots and things like that, I will put together like a little thing guiding you on how to do it, and send that to you.
Exactly. And I missed some comments. Let me see. Oh, I think she requested a box. Jay's mama, did you request a box? Let me see.
I do believe that she is a victim also.
Oh, if you want to, here, I think she's requesting a box. Let me see. Good morning.
Hi.
Are you okay?
No. I sent $1,300 to this person.
Oh my goodness. $1,300?
Yes. I have receipts.
Have you filed a report with ic3.gov?
No.
We encourage you to please file a report. Do you mind me asking, when did you send that money?
3 days ago.
3 days ago?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Jay's mama, reach out to us, love, and we'll help you file a report. We'll show you where to go. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. And this is the type of shit that pisses me off that she does to people. She fucks with people in real life, and she hurts these victims and makes them cry. She plays upon them.
3 days ago,
And I'm literally living in a hotel room right now.
oh my goodness.
Mommy, are you okay?
Yes, I'm fine.
Is that, oh my goodness. Miss Ma'am,
See, this shit just, show me Chauvin, girl.
what did she say she needed it for?
She said she needed it because she had nowhere to go. So I literally paid her whole rent for a month. Whatever.
Miss Ma'am, she owns a house. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, she owns a property. Her and her wife own a home.
Oh my goodness. And
Guys, don't shame the victims here. No. What we're not going to do is shame the victims and ask them why they sent money to a person.
no.
We're not doing all that.
No,
I didn't do anything wrong.
No, ma'am, you didn't. No, you didn't do anything wrong. You were trying to be kind-hearted, and unfortunately, you fell. There's people that want to come and try to. Here, I'm going to bring people that want to come and give you some words of encouragement.
Jay, I want to say from the bottom of my heart, I'm sorry for what you went through. I was a victim of hers from
JP and Jan
2017 to 2019.
Over the next few.
I think she had to go mute for a minute. Jay's mama.
No, I'm here. I'm still here.
I followed you. If you need anybody to talk to, because I promise you she's going to try to backlash now. Ignore any messages. Block her completely. Completely block her from every way. If she has your phone number, go on your phone and block her. If you
I know
talk to anybody,
she still requests money from me.
block her. Block her and take it to your bank. If you need anybody to talk to, as far as just a release of what happened or whatever, I'm here, and there's hundreds of other people in these comments that have been through the same. I didn't go through it financially with her. It was mental, but I'm here for you. And just know that it's okay to hurt for what happened to you.
Jay, can I tell you, I also am a victim of hers from 2017 to 2019. You have so much support here. Please reach out to any of us. We can support you through this, you know, but I highly suggest you do file your report with the IC3.gov, because the more of us that come forward and file our reports, the more actions that's going to be taken. This woman owned her home, was given the money to buy the home outright from her followers, and only put a small portion down from the money she received. So this is her MO. For those that want to shame the victims and say, why would you send somebody money? Let me tell you, she preys on the vulnerable. I was at my lowest with my depression when I first met her. She draws you in with her energy, and then she...
That's exactly what she did to me.
And I will tell you this, she also then will take your downfalls in your life and what things you've been through in your past and use it against you when she attacks you. So for those that want to shame and say, why would you send people money on the internet? She goes after people who are vulnerable and will share things with her, and people that she knows she can get things out of. So it's not our fault, because we have a kind heart and want to give and help others.
I'm going to share something I haven't ever shared since she took me down on Facebook. I had a Tumblr business, and I was working my ass off sending tumblers out every week. This is what's left of my business. Don't judge me. Don't judge me. There's my turners, my glitter, all my shit. And there's my guest. I walked away from it that day when she told me to off myself, and I never went back. And she was mad because I stood up and said something against her. And she knew the words to get to me, to make me walk away from everything. So I beg you, if you need somebody to talk to, don't be ashamed and talk to them. Don't be like me and be scared and silenced and shut your whole life down. That was 4 years ago, and I have not done the work that I should have done. I walked away and let her silence me. And please, I beg you, there's people in here. 4 years ago, I didn't have nobody to talk to. So all I knew was to run and leave.
You want to know what I'm doing right now? I'm literally living in a hotel because I have no money. I just went through a domestic violence situation. Literally, I sent this bitch a whole bunch of money. And I'm literally living in a hotel. I have nothing now.
And Jay's mama,
I'm not asking for anything.
No. Jay's mama is not asking for anything.
No.
There are so many victims that still have not come forward. It is disgusting behavior on Shomi Chauvin's part to take it back. This is what we're talking about. She continues to take advantage of kind-hearted people and scam people out of money. Hey, Nancy.
And don't feel alone.
Yeah, no, I can't request the money back.
There's a lot of people
They will never give it to me. No, that's nothing that I can do.
There's a lot of people in here that are willing to talk if you need somebody to talk to. Obviously, you're hurt, and that's okay. Because she gets it to a level where you think that you can trust her and she's one of your good friends. It's okay. Reach out. I followed you. A lot of other people on here followed you. And these ladies in here from the Tumblr community, they are amazing people. Amazing people. I'm just glad that these people that have gotten it now have a community that will lift them up and talk and do anything they can. Because like I said, 4 years ago, I didn't. And I ran. And I wish I did not. I didn't talk to anybody, nobody, because she had everybody against me. Don't let her do that to you. Stand up. You have a whole community here. When I say Mr. Homie will protect you, they will protect you. Reach out, talk to somebody. If you need, there's mental health lines that will talk. Just reach out. Don't bottle it up. And know that this ain't your fault. This is not your fault.
It is my fault because I'm the one that sent it.
It's not your fault because she put you in a predicament where you felt bad for her. And all you wanted to do was help somebody, and she convinces people. Her convincing ways are crazy. But let me tell you, it is not your fault. You probably did not even know all this information.
I didn't.
And if you knew all this information, you would have never sent it. But make sure you get with Dora. Dora will walk you through the whole process to report this because she needs to be stopped.
Exactly. Go ahead, Mrs. Nancy.
Jay's mama.
Yeah.
I am one of her victims as well. And this has been the hardest thing for me to do because I loved her. And she made me believe we were in a relationship for 4 years. I sent her money. I loaned her money. I bought gifts. I bought for her son. I bought groceries. I paid for stuff for her kids' classes. Upwards in the amount of over $30,000.
Oh, well, and I'm small fries because I only sent $1,300.
So even though my heart is broken because I still love her, it's going to take me a long time to get over that. I am more worried about her child. He is such a good, intelligent child. But she has done this to herself. There was even money that she requested that went through her wife's Venmo account. So yes, she is part of this. But we've got a Facebook group called TLC. You need to come join us. Everybody gets in there. We talk to one another. We support one another. Come in Bougie's lives. Honey, if I can do this going through the grief I've got,
I'm really ready to give up.
No, don't give up. No.
Welcome in, Bougie.
You come talk to us. Let Bougie talk to you, but I just wanted to tell you, honey, we're all here for
You got
you.
an entire family behind you. I know that it feels like you're at rock bottom right now, but I tell you, there's nowhere you can go but up from now, okay? You're already there at your low point, so let us help you build, okay? That's what we're here for. We're going to help you build that wall back up so you can come out of it, okay? There's a lot of victims that's been through this. There is no reason for self-blame. We are human. We have empathy. And that is why 99% of these women gave to Ashley Chauvin, is because of the empathy that they have. She preys on the feelings and emotions that you have. Do not give up. Do not feel defeated. You have an entire army that is with you, and you have an entire army that has done exactly what you did. You're not alone in this.
Dave's mama, do screenshot everything she's ever sent you. Send it to Bougie. Send it to one of us. Send it to Susie Q or Bougie. We're all here for you.
I will.
Homie, I will. I'm gonna let y'all know this. I do have some things I'm gonna play tonight. Look, she has. I'm gonna tell y'all when I say you can do this anonymously, you can reach out to Mr. Homie, you can reach out to me, to Susan, and you can do it anonymously. I'm going to show y'all tonight the things that you have to deal with. I do have 3 recordings from Chauvin in my life. She doesn't know that I have these, but I am going to play them. So she will threaten your life.
Hey, get out!
Many a different things. But you cannot let her win this because she cannot come after all of us. If we stick together, all of this is going to fall together. She will get arrested and she will get charged. If we back off, there's going to be more victims like each and every one of you.
You're right, Bougie, because Jay's mama said it was just 3 days ago that she sent her that $1,300.
Oh my God.
3 days ago, right, Jay's mama?
Yeah, 3 years ago.
Because she told her that she had nowhere to go.
Yep.
3 days or 3 years ago?
No, 3 days ago.
Oh my goodness gracious.
I did miss that part. Can you tell me what she told you to get you to send her the money?
No, she said she had nowhere to go, so I sent her $1,300 to pay rent or whatever she needed to do.
No, but
And she owns a whole house.
yes.
Ashley, as much as I have loved you over the past 4 years, you are the most despicable, lying piece of garbage. I wished I had never, ever crossed your page, ever.
This is exactly why we have to continue to fight, you guys, because I guarantee you, hundreds, if not over 1,000 victims that she has. I can guarantee you there's over 1,000. So we have to keep pushing. And the more we share our story and the more we get it out there, the more victims that are going to come forward. And the more we can, ask everybody to file their reports with the FBI, or they're going to take it seriously, truly look into this.
Because they did say, guys, and I'll be the first to tell you, they did say to me this morning that local authority cannot handle this due to the amount of money that's been received.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
It is at a federal level because all these victims are in multiple states. So when it becomes a multiple state crime, you got a lot of victims, it has to be handled at a federal level. They can't, anything over the certain amount, they cannot get involved with. Even the Attorney General's office directly stated to contact the IC3.gov. Also, they gave us a phone number. If you don't want to file the report online, you can call the phone number. And homie, do you mind putting that up?
Yes.
It is her local FBI center that you can call and speak with the detective and hand over that information to those detectives.
Now, is that the FBI in New Orleans?
Yes. FBI in New Orleans.
I will let you
She
know.
laughs and smirks and says the FBI, everything that people are sending the FBI there locally, that they're just laughing at us.
So she states that she has family member that works FBI in the New Orleans location, which is why we have sent a lot of information to the New Orleans FBI center. But we have been just sending straight to IC3.gov, considering she has a family member who is the mayor of Gretna. She states that her brother works with the president for Eagle Duty, and that she has people who work in the FBI that she's related to. And she does have a lot of connections inside of the local police office there. Her father was a police officer there. So I will say that there are a lot. That is another thing that comes to be issues, is that she has people who are in politics and law enforcement who she is close with.
And I'm the one that sent Dora a message last night, I'll own it, that Chauvin has admitted to holding 9 crafting conventions in which she has charged people $300 to $750 per person. So the one I went to, there were at least 100 people at $300 a pop. That's $30,000.
Yeah.
$30,000 just off 1 out of 9 of her conventions.
Her last convention in 2023, the one that I went to, was I paid $700. Some people say they paid $750. There were at least 30 people there, so that's another 21 grand.
And I spent $1,300.
And just in 2019, we've got one of her donations. She was at 13,200 and something. So I mean, we're well over the 100,000. I think that's what she.
That was literally just 2 days ago.
Bougie, do you think we can start contacting media surrounding counties?
Oh, absolutely. I have been working on a timeline, an investigative report timeline of the amount of scams she's done. It has been a tremendous amount of work. We do have a team that is working trying to fill in the gaps between those years, because she's had so many small mini scams in between these large ones. But we are doing an investigative report. I do think anybody that could reach out to them, please tell your story, send it out. I'm going to send out to every investigative reporter around their local media. And then the new Scamanda podcast came out, and the investigative reporter that took her down, we are going to send that report over to her as well, just because she does have a little bit of clout right now with taking somebody down in a very similar situation. So yes, I want it to be all media outlets. That is what's going to put it in the public's eye, and not just TikTok, to get the word out. So the IRS and the FBI will work a lot faster when public starts getting on them about it.
You're right, Bougie.
And also, it might be a good thing to reach out to CNN.
Okay.
CNN and Fox News, those are big. Those are, they cover a lot.
Reach out to News Nation.
Yes, News Nation covered the Mike Miller case, and
I've reached out to them.
If we can get together, and I can.
They're supposed to call me back, but they want more than just me.
And we can all get Dora, homie, of course you. If we can get y'all to help out with the team, and we can get together and use all of our accesses together, I think we can get it a lot further.
Bougie, if you actually just reach out to me, I know that News Nation covered the Micah Miller story and Steph's case files. I am friends with her. I can shoot her a text and ask her how to get a hold of News Nation, and we can get it out to News Nation. And some other people. I know CNN is a big one.
I know
It's
Ashley Banfield from News Nation.
Yes.
Yep. I know Lee Zurich is another one that a lot of people have sent. He is a crime investigative reporter that is local in that area of New Orleans.
You know who else we could reach out to is Nancy Grace.
Yes.
Nancy Grace is a big one.
This because of the way that she is manipulating women, and she's not okay with for anybody. It's basically, if you look at it, if any of you have seen the movie, and the show, I've said this many a times, if you haven't, watched Tinder Swindler. The way that he interacted with women, the way that he was able to prey on their emotions, get them to tell their secrets, financially drain them, and then leave out. That is what Ashley does. So there's many of victims that gave money in just like the crafting community and but the major thing is the way that she preys on women and her predatory actions towards women. And I say this all the time. if she were a man with all of these accusations and evidence surrounding her, I don't think we would have to fight as hard as we're fighting right now.
Yep.
You're right, and it's gonna. That's what we were talking about, Bougie, was the fact this has to be done as a community, because if it's done on an individual basis, we get a lot further doing it as a community and coming together, because you get a lot further doing it as a community. You get a lot done, and that's what needs to happen in this case. That's why I was telling everybody, if you are a victim, you have not come forward, go to ic3.gov. You will remain anonymous.
Yes.
Send your receipts. File the report, and you will remain anonymous. If you don't have to come onto a TikTok live and speak out.
You don't have to give us your information. You don't have to speak with anybody. Just, you can send it straight to them.
And they did inform me this morning that if you have any receipts or valid video footage, please send it to them, and do not delete anything. Keep it all.
Exactly. Yes.
I've got to get back to work, but I did want to jump in real quick and just let the victims know I am so proud of you. Homie, Mr. and Mrs. Homie, Dora, everybody that's on this team and everybody that's in here, I appreciate y'all so much for helping out. This is the only way that we're going to be able to take her down. And thank you guys so much. And for the victims, y'all are so strong, and I'm so proud of you. And please continue to come forward, because we can get justice. We're going to do it this time. But I thank you so much for letting me come up here.
You're welcome, Bougie. You have a blessed day.
Thank you.
Oh,
thank
my
you so
goodness.
much, Bougie, and Homie. Thank you, Dora. We all have to stick together and do this, or it's not going to stop. She thinks she is untouchable.
You're right, Nancy. She thinks she's very untouchable. And for anybody that has contacts within news stations, if you have contacts, reach out to Bougie. Reach out to Bougie.
Ashley Banfield in my contacts.
Okay, and so reach out to Bougie, reach out to Dora, reach out, send them a message. And this has to be done as a community. She needs to be taken down. And, for every action, there is a reaction. There are consequences for what she's done and continues to do. Jay's mama, please take all the screenshots.
I have them all.
Yeah,
I can literally send them to you.
Yes. Yeah. If you don't want to send them to me, send them to Bougie or Dora. And also screenshots of the money that was sent 3 days ago. And we're going to take her down. We're going to take her down. And she'll be wearing an orange jumpsuit. Jay's mama, did you send it through a CA? Or a PayPal or something like that?
Yes, yeah.
Okay, through a CA? Okay, all right. Make sure you take a screenshot. And
I have it all.
Oh, you have it all? Okay, please.
Yep.
Please get in contact with Bougie. Okay, somebody wants a box. Let me see. Hold on.
I'm going to drop down, Homie. If anybody needs me, if anybody just wants to talk, Jay's mama, if you want to talk.
Nancy, love you.
And if you guys, I will say that if you guys want to send anything, I have an email address. I can give you my email address. Homie can give you his. Let us know. We're here for you. And to all the victims, know that we're standing here with you, and we're going to be standing here with you.
Exactly. Welcome in, Rachel.
Hi.
Hello.
Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Jay's mama, could you stay in the box for a minute?
Yeah, I'm here.
I'm trying to figure out how first of all, I'm going to send all that money back to you.
No, don't.
No, listen.
I don't want it.
Please listen to why I'm able to. Can I tell you why I'm able to? Because 4 years ago, I had my fourth open heart, and surgical equipment was left in me. and I was on life support for 8 months and hospice for a year. We went to court and I won the higher end of 8 figures. And I didn't do it for the money. I did it because I have a little girl with my disease, and this man, if it would have happened to her, it would have killed her. And nothing about our lives has changed because I refuse to have spoiled rich kids. So I am happy to help anyone with a lawyer, what do you call it when you retainer?
A retainer fee?
I will help anyone with a retainer fee. Jay's mama, I will send you your money back if you send me your Venmo or whatever. Please just let me do this for you. I can tell that you truly need it. And I also make quilts, I crochet, I knit, I can make anything to sell, to help, or I can just give straight donations. I don't care. Just don't tell my cousin who's my financial advisor. No, I'm kidding.
Mrs. Rachel, that is amazing to hear.
I don't want it though.
But ma'am, you need it. You got a little boy. Please, just let me do it for him.
And we want to thank you, Mrs. Rachel, and you're an amazing person. And Jay's mama.
You think on it and you let me know, okay?
No, I don't want it. I really don't.
Okay.
Thank you, Mrs. Rachel. You're very sweet.
Yeah,
But
no,
anyone else,
appreciate you,
if they
and-
need help with a retainer, I'm happy to help. I can send homie my info, and he can help you get in touch with me.
Hold on, Rachel, before you get out of here. I wanna say this. I don't know who's religious, not religious, whatever religion you believe in this.
Well, that's
I'm
God
a Christian.
that did that.
Hold on. I am a believer and do not block your blessings. When we put our prayers out and we ask for things for God or for whoever you believe in to help us out of our situation, and that entity sends you help and you block that, you are blocking the prayer request that you asked for. So therefore, no, Jay. Jay's mama, we all know that you are not on here trying to be a grifter.
Yeah, that wasn't the impression that I was trying to say.
I'm not.
And when you block your blessings, then you lose them. So if Miss Rachel is able to bless you this way and to help you get out of this situation, please don't block that. I understand that most of us grew up in a way that we were told that, we're to be seen and not heard, to be silent and to be independent and never ask for things. This isn't you asking. This is someone who wants to be able to help you because they can. So,
But I'm not asking for help.
No, you're not.
I didn't mean to insinuate you were.
Please don't think that we think that you are requesting this. This is someone who is coming out of the kindness of their heart, and you look at it like this. Look at it as God is sending this person to get you out of that situation that you were in. Please don't block it. I promise you will regret that. You have been through too much. Don't block your blessings. Okay?
Very well said, Bougie.
And if
Very
you're
well
not
said.
comfortable with it today, you can think on it and get back to me. The money's obviously not going anywhere. I've had it for 2 years. It's been sitting in the bank.
Thank you, Mrs. Rachel. And you've been scammed, Jay's mama, by Show Me Chauvin, and hundreds, maybe over 1,000. We don't have an exact number of how many people Ashley Chauvin has scammed out of money, and the dollar amounts I can imagine are beyond ridiculous. And Mrs. Rachel has a very kind heart. We know that you're not asking for anything, but it was a kind gesture on Mrs. Rachel's part to try to help you recoup that, while also, please don't forget to file the report. Please file the report at IC3.
No, I am all the screenshots. I will file the report.
Yeah, so please file that report as soon as possible. That way, that is one more report that gets filed on Ashley Chauvin. Don't allow Show Me Chauvin to scam you in that manner. $1,300 is $1,300, and no matter what, please proceed forward with that report, because we cannot allow Ashley Chauvin to continue to scam people the way she continues to scam people. She has a home. Why she needed that money is ridiculous, but she took advantage of you. And here we are, bringing awareness to this entire situation. So what we're going to do is, thank you, Jay's mama, for coming in a box. Thank you, Mrs. Rachel. I'll go ahead and drop these down, and I'll.
Rachel, can you message me?
Yes, ma'am. I absolutely will. And homie, can I send you my information so anyone that needs financial help with an attorney, do you
want to reach out to Bougie Panda, please?
Sure, absolutely.
Because Bougie Panda is the one that brings the most awareness on Show Me Chauvin. So please reach out to Bougie Panda, and in case somebody needs help with attorney fees or something like that. But thank you, Mrs. Rachel. You have a blessed day. Thank you, Jay's mama.
Thanks for letting me come up. I don't know how to get out.
I got you, Mrs. Rachel.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you, Jay's mama. Please reach out to Bougie with receipts.
Yeah, I'll send all the screenshots.
And then go file that report, please.
Okay, I will.
You have a blessed day. Oh my goodness. So, Dora, any final words before we get out of here?
Nope, that is it. Thank you, homie, for hosting this live again today. And like we said, don't be afraid to reach out, folks. We are here for you.
Thank you, Dora. Thank you to everybody that joined us.